Life is like sex, the more you pushed in, the more you come out. People say life is a mystery. Others say it's a test. Some insist it's a long dusty road with too many potholes. But my Uncle Joe, village philosopher, unofficial judge of family disputes, and the only man I know who once prayed over a bicycle tire before pumping it, had a very different understanding. One evening, after a football match that broke all our hearts and a bowl of soup that tasted like it had trust issues, he leaned back, stretched his legs, and said the sentence that has followed me like my own shadow ever since. My boy, life is like sex. The more you pushed in, the more you come out. The entire compound froze. Even the cat stopped licking its paw. And I sat there staring, unsure whether to laugh, pretend I didn't hear, or ask him what on earth he meant. But that single sentence, strange, shocking, unexpected, became the anchor that steadied me when my life was spinning around like a broken ceiling fan. Back then, I was living life in demo mode. Everything I did was half-hearted, unplanned, uncommitted. I had dreams, big ones, but those dreams were like clothes you try on in front of the mirror and say, "One day I'll wear this," knowing fully well the day never comes. One particular afternoon, after failing my third interview in 2 weeks, I came home feeling like a deflated balloon from a child's birthday party. I sat on a plastic chair that squeaked louder than my ambitions. Uncle appeared, carrying his usual cup of overly strong ginger tea, ginger that burns your chest and baptizes your soul. He looked at me, shook his head, and asked, "You want to be great or you want to be comfortable?" I mumbled something about trying. He laughed, one of those wise, annoying, prophetic laughs. "You're pretending to try," he said. "And pretending never pays." Before I could defend myself, he dropped the line again, slowly, like he was delivering the final scene of an old Nollywood classic. Life is like sex. If you don't put in real effort, real energy, real commitment, what do you expect to come out? Weak effort, weak result. Strong effort, strong reward. And nobody can put in effort for you. Not even me. That night I couldn't sleep. His words kept replaying. I kept thinking, is this why my life looks like a loading screen? Is this why everything feels stuck? The next morning, something inside me shifted. Not a big shift, just a spark. But sparks start fires. So I decided, intentionally, that if life was going to give me anything worthwhile, then I was going to give it something worth responding to. I started small. I woke earlier, read books I used to avoid, took online courses seriously, wrote down ideas instead of letting them evaporate, applied for opportunities without overthinking, practiced skills every single day, even when nobody was clapping. It wasn't glamorous. It wasn't fun. But it was movement. Weeks later, I tried starting a copywriting service. I had watched one YouTube video and thought I was ready to conquer the world. The world disagreed. My first client told me, "Your writing feels like someone chasing their own shadow." My second client didn't even reply. My third client sent me a long message that started with "good effort" and ended with "but no." It was brutal. My ego was crying. My confidence was bleeding. But Uncle's voice kept echoing. Strong input, strong output. So I put in more. I wrote every day. Studied psychology, persuasion, storytelling. Did free work to gain experience. Practiced writing ads for imaginary companies like EcoSips and Lux Skin Essentials. Improved my delivery, speed, clarity, and creativity. And slowly life responded. The client who rejected me came back months later and hired me, this time at double my earlier rate. More clients followed. My skills sharpened. My confidence grew. I began earning more than I thought someone sitting behind a laptop could earn. And it didn't happen because I was talented. It happened because I increased the input. One of the most powerful experiences that shaped my thinking came from an embarrassing moment during a community cleanup exercise. Everyone was sweeping dust, leaves, plastic bottles, while I was sweeping air. My broom was basically performing choreography. The chairman tapped my shoulder and said, loud enough for the whole community to hear, "My friend, sweep like you mean it. Pretend effort is useless." The way people laughed that day, I almost relocated. But that statement stayed with me. It was raw truth. Life can smell fake effort. Life can detect laziness dressed as commitment. Life does not reward looking busy. Life rewards actual work. From then on, I started approaching everything with sincerity. Studying sincerely. Working sincerely. Practicing sincerely. Showing up sincerely. And you know what happens when you take yourself seriously? Life starts taking you seriously too. But the most eye-opening experience happened months later when I attempted to launch a digital product. I was nervous. I doubted myself. I almost didn't do it. But I pushed. I created the content. Spent nights editing. Spent weeks improving. Put in every ounce of effort I could. Launch day came. I pressed the button with shaking hands. Guess how many people bought it? Just 4. Felt crushed. But I didn't quit. Instead, I refined the product, upgraded the value, redesigned the content, and launched again. This time, 53 people bought it. 53. That day, I realized something unshakable. Life might not reward you the first time, but if you put in more, genuinely more, life always responds. This understanding made me laser-focused. Because once you truly grasp that results are a direct reflection of effort, you stop blaming anyone. You stop waiting for luck. You stop relying on chance. You stop envying others. You stop complaining. You realize everything is in your control. Your growth, your skill, your consistency, your discipline, your hunger, your decision to go hard or go home. And that is why my uncle's analogy, crazy as it sounds, became one of the truest principles of life I have ever lived by. Life gives back exactly what you give it. Energy for energy. Discipline for progress. Consistency for transformation. Sacrifice for reward. If you whisper into life, it whispers back. If you shout into life, it shouts back. If you show up fully, life opens doors you didn't even know existed. And that is why I tell you this story. Not to entertain you, but to shake you awake. To remind you that your dreams will not build themselves. Your goals will not complete themselves. Your destiny will not chase you. Your success will not magically appear simply because you wished for it. Life is waiting patiently for your input, your sweat, your focus, your seriousness, your consistency, your push, your fire, your commitment. And when you increase those, life increases your results. So yes, in the end, the old man was right. Life is like sex, the more you pushed in, the more you come out. Not because of the act, but because of the principle. Passion, effort, presence, energy, commitment, they multiply results. And let this final truth settle deep inside you, because it is the foundation of every success story you will ever hear. Success would not present itself to us on a silver platter. If you want it, you must go for it. If you desire it, you must work for it. If you dream it, you must earn it. And if you truly want to come out with something great in life, you must put in more than you ever have before. I am your humble servant Thompson Kwakunayam.